feast your eyes on the class of 1971 Honda CL350. What a time machine this is. I had a 73 GT80. My friend had an XR75. Doug Beagle and his dad, David Beagle, actually had one of these, and we used to go ripping through he would take this thing through the woods, anywhere we'd go on the 80s. The Scrambler was designed to be, this was the predecessor to the XL350, which was a much more dirt-oriented machine. This started life, like most dirt bikes in the late 60s and early 70s, as a street bike, the CB350. They made a bunch of cool changes on it. They put the high pipes on it. The high pipes, I think, look way cooler than the down pipes. Plus, you get a lot more ground clearance underneath. And it's got a really nice, it's very, very rare to find them with the mufflers intact like this, not all rusted up. If you look closely, you'll see the chrome still really nice on the mufflers and on the rear fender. And guys, this is original paint on the bike. It's just remarkable. It's a little bit faded on the fiberglass side covers and a little bit on the top of the tank, but it's just proof the bike has survived the Ides of time. It's never been bashed or beaten off-road. The guy I bought this from was actually an instructor in the Rhode Island motorcycle learners school. So he was no novice rider. He really knew what he had here, and he took really good care of it. Did quite a bit of work to the bike, but to the original chrome, the original cycle parts are all intact, and you can see the bike was really well cared for, and it runs beautifully. I'll demonstrate that as soon as I give you the rundown on what we did to it. I'll do a nice road test on it and rip by it with it in the power band. So the chrome on the front headlight ring here looks like in brand new condition. The chrome on the front fender is good, has a little bit of patina. The bike's 54 years old, you might expect that, but chrome on the front wheel is really good. Mechanically, quite a bit was done to the bike. The gas tank was not only polished and waxed on the exterior, but the interior has a brand new gas tank cap on it, and the gas tank was cleaned out and coated with the red coat on the inside. The fuel petcock was replaced. You can see the fuel lines are brand new. The carbs were removed, cleaned, and rebuilt and reinstalled, not once but twice, so before it was just right. It has 2 OEM air cleaners with the boxes as well, so the original air box and everything is intact. 2 coils, 2 new condensers, two new coils and a condenser, 2 new points, a set of points, a new rubber gas tank mount up by the seat. Has 2 brand new fork seals, so the forks were not only were the fork seals replaced, but the rubber boots on the outside, as you can see, are brand new, and the fork lowers up here, show them this, Ronnie. The fork lowers were machine polished, so the lowers, the boots, and the seals, and of course new 20 weight oil, so the forks were completely rebuilt. Also has, take a zoom in on the front tire, has a brand new front tire, still got the, and this is no cheap Chinese tire, this is a Dunlop Gold Seal K70. It's the correct period, correct tire on the front. The front brakes were rebuilt. A new headlight bulb was installed. It also has a new replacement toolkit because the original one was missing. So the bike is in remarkably good original condition, and quite a bit of labor was put into it to bring it to its pristine state. It's in condition. Now, we use Spectro 1040 oil on it. The battery is a brand new Yuasa 12N battery, and of course it had the carb rebuild kit. So the second time the carbs were removed because it wasn't running perfectly, they set the float height, rebuilt it with all new seals, and let's see, cleaned out the main jet a second time, and set the idle and the pilot mixture screws. And I think the icing on the cake is they synchronized the carbs to each other, which is really the important thing to do. I don't think it was done the first time. So battery was installed, new headlight bulb was installed. We greased and adjusted the shifter mechanism, lubed and adjusted the front and rear brake linkages and serviced the front and rear brakes, installed new spark plugs, set the points, pulled the sprocket cover. The neutral switch wasn't working, so they adjusted the neutral switch, adjusted the mirror. Also put a brand new set of shocks on there. I almost forgot about that. Good thing I'm looking at the notes here. Installed a new set of shocks. Those are reproduction shocks, which look just like the originals. They're from 4 into 1. The first time I test rode it, the original shocks although they looked good, they had no dampening left, so it was like a pogo stick, and I was like, I can't sell the bike like this. The front forks are brand new, the rear shocks are brand new, the tires are brand new, the tubes are new, the plugs, the points, the condenser, the oil, the air filters, the tank's been serviced, the battery's new, the handlebars were replaced. It's just a remarkable Survivor 50, what is it, 50, what was the date code on here? July of 71. So that would make it 53 years old. Total of 26 hours of shop labor. These things add up quick. We charge $150 an hour. So it adds up quick. And then the parts, of course. So we can't give it away, but it's going to be, someone's getting a super nice classic original that's just been totally serviced back to mechanical perfection here. You can see the front hub was polished on it. The front spokes and the chrome were polished. The front fender, of course, the new boots. The headlight ring is in mint shape. The original gauges still look really nice. Brand new gas cap. Original seat. Original saddle looks to be in great shape, as does the rear fender. The detail shop, when I had it down there, they actually repainted this clutch cover right here. I think from gas leaking on it or something. The paint had just faded over the years, so that's got a fresh coat of cloud silver on it, and they polished this aluminum cover right here nicely. Polished the header pipes. All the chrome on it was polished. The rear brake backing plate was polished. The shocks didn't need any polishing; those are new. Original side cover is intact. These are usually cracked and missing the badges, and just to find one in this kind of shape is just remarkable. There's the tool kit is inside the side pouch here. So yeah, Dunlop Gold Seal K70 rear tire. Just beautiful piece, man. The chain and sprockets, I almost forgot that. The chain and sprockets were replaced also. If you can check out, those are new. So chain and sprockets and tire. And of course, we just lubed the chain. Kickstand's intact. We repainted the kickstand. We repainted the center stand. We repainted the swing arm and touched up where there were any nicks on the frame here from road debris or whatever. So always check out the bottom of the engine of these classics, and this one is in excellent condition. There's no evidence of any damage under there. There's a little tiny ding in the frame rail right here. This was probably taken off-road once or twice, but it's never been dumped. The tank has no dents in it. It's a remarkable Survivor, you know. So foot pegs are nice and straight. If you come around this side here, the aluminum ignition cover on this side was polished by the detail shop, and they repainted the black behind the Honda, so that looks fresh like new. The ignition cover and the countershaft sprocket cover were painted beautifully. So anyways, enough talking, let's ride it. That's the fun part. That's the beauty of these classic Hondas. Unlike some other vintage bikes that might have idiosyncrasies, these things just fire up and go, just like they did when they were new. Honda quality, everything works like brand new. The gauges look new. The Kickstarter works beautiful, but why kick it when you can just push electric start?